Advise initial contact. You have ATIS information Kilo. Gateway Tower, ATIS information Kilo, time 2047, to the wind 250 at 4. The weather's better than 5005. Temperature 32, dew point -07, altimeter 3001. Runways 30 in use. Expect visual approach runway 30 left. No TAMS advisories. All aircraft use 120.6 for tower control frequency. Use caution, 130-foot crane, 2 nautical miles north of the airport. VFR departure. Advise initial contact. You have ATIS information Kilo.
All right, information Kilo. You hear me okay up there, Scott?
Perfect. Yep.
All right. Sounds good to me. Let's get this, throw down the show here. All right. Canopy's coming down. Watch yourself. You'll see the red handle with the white stripes there on the left side. Okay. Alrighty, I'm going to turn the comm off for engine start, and then I'll bring it back up as soon as we get the engine started, okay?
Yep.
Alright. You should hear me loud and clear again.
Yep, you're good.
Sounds good. Okay, 1 second to get the nav system back up again. We're good. Information was Kilo. And your altimeter says something like 1,380 feet or something close to that, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Actually, sorry, 1430 it says.
1430?
It says 14.
Alright, you can turn the knob for it to say 1380 if you want, or just leave it there. It's close enough.
There we
Your
go.
choice.
13.
Ground-ups at 3, the VFR to the east, information Kilo.
I'm so 3, go ground runway 30 left at Kilo, taxi via Whiskey Victor Alpha.
Via Whiskey Victor Alpha 30 left at Kilo, upset 3. Okay. So you've flown in tail dragger, so you know I'm going to be swerving all over the place. That's good. You got your vents open, pointed at you.
41990 Victor.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot of airflow until we get moving.
Departure.
Skyhawk 41990 Victor, gateway ground runway 30 left at Kilo, taxi via Yankee, Bravo 2, Bravo.
Taxi Yankee, Bravo 2, and Bravo 2, 30 left at Kilo, 41990.
And the audio is loud enough? You can hear everything fine?
Yep, yep.
Okay.
Ground 2605, 30 left, hotel, contact West
2605, gateway ground taxi via Hotel Yankee, North Room.
Hotel Yankee, 2605.
See in our right 2 o'clock, the white jet without any real markings on it, blue with a blue tail.
I think it was Blue Man Crew though, right?
Actually, those are the repatriation flights. That's what the Mexicans fly back to Mexico.
Oh yeah.
When we send them back, yeah. There's like a couple jets that are just all white. You notice there's no numbers, nothing on them. But yeah, it's the repatriate flights. That's where they never have big smiles either. They get a free jet ride home to Mexico and nobody's smiling. I don't get it.
The only plane probably allowed without a tail number.
Yeah. Got a tiny little number there in front of the engine.
Yep.
About the only marking you'll see.
One of the only flights that flies empty one way.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people on board coming north. That's true. All right, I'm going to go ahead and run the throttle up and check the engine out here real quick, okay?
Yep.
All right, motor seems to be working fine. How you doing up there? You're all set, ready to go?
Yep, I was just looking to see where I should put my here a little bit, but...
All right. Here's the takeoff brief. While we're on the runway, and of course, the two things we want you to stay away from during the whole flight is the canopy release handles there on your left-hand side, red and white. And then during takeoff and landing only, if you could keep away from the rudder pedals, specifically the brakes on the toes.
Yep.
Once we get on the runway, if we need to abort, it'll be throttle, idle, wheel brakes as required. If we get airborne and there's runway ahead of us, then we'll just set it down on the runway in front of us. If we get airborne and there isn't runway in front of us and we're less than 800 feet AGL, which is 2,200 feet on the clock,
okay,
then we'll find a suitable landing spot off the end of the runway, put it down there. I'll get the engine stopped, the propeller stopped before we open the canopy. Once we're above 800 feet AGL or 2,200 feet MSL, we'll be making a right 18 and we'll land on the center runway opposite direction. Okay?
All right.
Any questions on that?
Nope, I think we're good.
All right, all psyched up and ready to go. Tell you what, here.
Like a 430 taxi,
Watch your knees. Why don't you go ahead and check your flight controls?
430.
Look good?
Yep, feels good.
All right. Yeah, I see the Cessna hasn't tried to sneak up and bite us from behind.
Left at kilo.
Tower upset 3 is ready.
Upset 3, roger. Wind 2404, can you accept 12 direction?
Affirmative.
Upset 3, fly runway heading, runway 12 right at kilo, clear for takeoff.
Upset 3, clear for takeoff, 12 right at kilo, opposite direction, runway heading. All right, so clear left, clear right. We're going to take off to the right. Cleared for takeoff, runway heading, and check to make sure your toesies are clear.
Yep, I'm good.
Yes, undercarriage, mixture, prop, boost, bump. Are we ready to go? Let's go challenge death. Just kidding. Let's go have some fun.
The 3 took off, and I'm waiting for you to let me know when you're ready, sir.
Yeah, 3 Hotel Golf, we're going back to the north ramp.
Okay, I understand you're terminating. I thought you were still doing taxi backs.
Negative, no, just 3 full stop taxi backs for 3 Hotel Golf.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that you wanted 3, and we usually lose count. Cross running 3 left to Victor, contact ground went off.
30 left to Victor, ground went off, and we'll make sure to remind you next time, sorry about that, 3 Hotel Golf.
Alright, so we're waiting for clearance to come left.
Oxford 779, right 30 right, clear touch and go.
20 right, clear touch and go, Oxford 779.
Here we go, helicopter 20430 on the go.
Helicopter 430, roger.
Alrighty. Ready to start flying?
Sure.
Alright, you have control. Just maintain this heading. And climb anywhere between 110 and 120 knots.
Upset 3, left turn east is approved.
Upset 3, left turn east. Thank you. Alright, just come about 20 degrees to the left. Alright. You can see that nose going from left to right. Remember, keep, that's plenty here. And then keep pressure on both rudder pedals to kind of hold it stable, alright? Alright, you're getting some decent airflow out of your vents?
Yep,
Good.
pretty good.
cool off as we go up, I promise.
Looking to 430, taxiway Charlie, clear for the option.
Taxiway Charlie, clear for option, 430.
Borneo SR airborne, heading to all areas.
There's more fields up here than I realized.
Oh, as far as farming fields?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The city that I live in, Gilbert, used to be all cotton fields, grapefruit orchards. Now it's all houses.
Right.
Yeah, there's tons and tons of farming that goes on here. A lot of dairy cows, too. But you can smell them more than you can see them.
Right.
All right. So just kind of get the feel of the plane. Basically, once we cross the canal that's about 1 mile in front of us here,
Yep.
then we'll be for about like 3 miles to the left of us, for about 15 miles to the right of us. That's going to be our working area. So there's going to be all sorts of room. We're the only ones up. And you can climb, you can hold about 105 knots now for best rate of climb. And feel free to do any steep bank turns or regular turns just to warm up. I just want you to get kind of a feel for the aircraft before we start our flying. That's it. And if you could keep the speed closer to 105 in a climb, then we'll get higher and cooler sooner. And you'll be more comfortable.
Like I said, I'm way out of practice.
Well, as long as you got a big smile on your face, I really don't care how much, how precise you are and how much finesse is involved. My most important function right now is I've got my left hand out of my little postcard-sized window, and I'm using it as a vent. I'm pumping cold air into the cockpit as we climb. Trying to cool down the cockpit, get it nice and cold. And there's traffic. Look left 9:30 to 10 o'clock,
Yep.
low altitude.
Got him.
Airliner.
Got him.
Yeah, he's bigger than us, so we're not going to mess with him. How's that? Fair enough?
Fine with me.
Yeah. Alright, you can just roll out here. Alright, you ready to get started?
Sure.
Alright, so I have control.
Okay.
And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do an aileron roll. Okay? And you've done this countless times
Well,
on amusement rides, on roller coasters, right? Yeah. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to get about 120 knots. I'm going to bring the nose up about 20 degrees nose high. A slight push to just unload the airplane, and then I'm going to move the stick to the left. The secret is, once you get that light push going, to not move the stick in pitch. Just move it and aileron to roll the airplane, okay? Alright, so it's going to look something like this. And I'll show it to you, and then I'll let you do a few. So we're going to get our airspeed up. Okay, I'm going to bring the nose up. Slight push to unload, and then over we go. Notice how we stayed light in the seat the whole time?
Yep.
And that's the idea, is you're aligning the fuselage, okay? All right, you have control. Bring the nose up about 10 more degrees. Okay, slight push, and roll. There you go. A little harder, a little harder. Yeah, just hold it over there. There you go. See, piece of cake, right?
Not bad.
Not bad. You want to try one to the right?
Yep.
All right, bring the nose up. A little higher, a little higher. Okay, now slight push and roll right. That's it. Once you put that roll in, you just hold it there. Very nice. Comfortable?
Yep, so far.
Fair enough. Okay. Eye of control. All right, so the next thing we're going to do an inside loop. If you look down our right wing line, see that railroad track running east to west? It's the dark line. Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll just turn parallel to it. Use it kind of as a guide. Here we go. So we've got the railroad track off our left side.
Yep.
I'm going to look for about 160 knots. Now nose down. I'm looking for about 160. This will be nice and light, about 2.5 Gs. You won't have to do any pull. All right, so here we go. That's 2.5 Gs right there. You can look left and right to keep track of the horizon. Now look back over the top. There you go. And notice we're still parallel to the railroad tracks. And now I'm increasing the back pressure. All right. Okay, Scott, you have control. Why don't you try one? There you go. Just keep pulling. A little harder. There you go. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Look back. See that horizon? All right. A little light in the seat here coming across the top. Now start increasing your back pressure as the plane accelerates. There you go. Piece of cake, right?
Not bad.
Not bad. You want to try another one?
Sure.
All right. Lower the nose. Get 160 and do it again. Play it again, Sam. That was very good first attempt. All right, that's about 2.83 Gs. That's good. Keep it coming. Keep that back pressure in there. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Look back over the top. Keep pulling. We'll be a little slow. There you go. Now as it accelerates, and work the back pressure. That's it. Okay.
Not quite parallel.
Well, that's all right. I saw you correcting. Okay, I have control.
Okay.
All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do the Cuban 8. We're going to combine those two. So this is the one when we're 45 nose low, upside down. We're going to do the light push and do a half an aileron roll, okay?
Okay.
So I'll demonstrate one, and then I'll let you do them. All right, so here we go. Just like the beginning of the loop. About 2.5, 2.8 Gs. There's our railroad tracks. Now when we're 45 nose low, right about here, we're going to push lightly and roll. Notice, as long as we push and do that unload, our nose, oh look, we hit our own jet wash. Yep. Notice the plane rolls about a point. All right, you have control. Why don't you try one? Okay, in the pole, that's it. Showing about 2.7, 2.8 Gs. That's great. Look back over the top. Perfect. Notice you're nice and parallel. Ready, ready. Push, push, and roll. Hold the push, hold the push. Excellent. Notice we're still parallel to the railroad tracks. All right, why don't you try another one? That was very good. Ready when you are. Okay, it's about 3.1 Gs. That's fine. Keep the nose coming. Keep the nose coming. That's it. Keep it tracking. There's the railroad tracks. Wait till we get the nose 45 nose low. Ready, push, push, and roll. We got a little off heading that time, but that was while we were pulling. Okay, I have control. All right, take a little breather. That's the end of the basic aerobatics. How are you feeling up there? Good?
I feel good, yeah.
Excellent,
Yep.
excellent. All right.
I could tell I got a little uncoordinated, but I didn't want to overcorrect. And
yeah, that one.
I could felt myself coming around.
Yeah,
but
and that happened during the pull before we set up for the rollout. That wasn't so much during the rollout. That's just our wing tanks. I'm just swapping to the center tank.
Okay.
We we fly, when we do the aerobatics, we fly with very little fuel in the wings, but we want to burn it out first. All right, so now, yeah, actually the center acro tank, which is the 0G, negative G one, that's that big cube right in front of your knees.
Okay.
All right. So now, the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to fly upside down. So this is pretty simple. We're just going to turn upside down and fly there for a little bit, and then we'll get right side up. Okay?
All right.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to bring the nose up. I'll do this very gently. So gently we're going to roll upside down, and there we are. And you're hanging by your straps. And of course this plane, it doesn't care if it's right side up or upside down.
Right.
Okay. Would you like to fly? Would you like to try that, or just seeing it was good enough?
I guess I better try it.
Okay.
I don't know about entering it, but...
All right. No. Go ahead. You have control. So just bring the nose up a little bit. All right. So roll us upside down. So do half a roll. Half a roll. Start pushing. Start pushing. Don't pull. Push. Push. There you go. See? That's it. Okay. Now roll us back. All right. Piece of cake, right?
Yeah.
All right. I have control. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go straight up. We're going to do that hammerhead. We're going to go straight up. We're going to pivot and then come straight back down. Okay?
Yep.
And on this one, I'm going to use smoke. And we're going to be able to see where we were. All right? Okay. So we'll get our airspeed up. Looking for at least 160. Coming up into vertical. Smoke's on. All right, holding the vertical line. And we'll get to 60 knots. Going to push in the rudder. And there's our smoke. And we're going right back down through our smoke. Pretty wild, huh?
Very wild.
All right. Why don't you give that a try? You have control. Okay, bring the nose straight up. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. Okay, hold it right here. A little bit of forward pressure. Ready? Left rudder now. Push all the way. Hard. Yep, there you go. Perfect. Okay, notice we're pivoting. Now right rudder, just straighten it. And right back to our smoke. Okay, I have control. Woo! Now this time, how's your stomach? Still good? Yep. All right, excellent. This time we're just going to fall backwards through it. This is going to be the tail slide. All right, so smoke's on. Going straight up. Notice there's just a little bit of forward pressure, and I'm holding it, trying to stay as perfect as possible. Notice we're falling backwards through our smoke, and then it pivots over on its own and flies right out of it. Okay? All right, you have control. All right, Scott, go ahead. Just bring the nose straight up. Bring it straight up. That's it. Keep coming, keep coming. Okay. Now hold it here. A little bit of left rudder. Just hold it, just hold it, just hold it. Perfect. Now watch this. We're going to fall right back through our smoke. And the plane's going to pivot over on its own. See that? Yep. Pretty wild, huh?
Very wild.
All right. I have control. Good. All right. We have one more maneuver in the advanced, and then we're done with the advanced. This is the torque roll. This is one we're going to do the aileron roll on the way up, okay? All right, so we're going straight up, smoke on, and now we're going to do an aileron roll as we go up. And then as we run out of airspeed,
Nosedive.
what's that?
Nosedives as it rolls out.
Nosedive, exactly. It corrects for itself. All right, you ready to try that one?
All right, we'll try it.
All right, you have control. That's it. Bring the nose straight up. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. All right, now hold it here, straight up. Now roll. Left aileron. There you go. Just hold it. Hold that aileron in there. Hold that aileron in there. It's going to flop over on its back. And down we go. Okay, roll out. Okay, I have control. All right, take a breather. So now we're done with the advanced aerobatics. If you want to, open up your little sack there, get a drink of water. All I ask is let me know when everything's put away and it's zippered up before we do any maneuvering, okay?
Yep.
Fair enough. And we're about a little more than a third of the way through the flight already, not quite half. And I'm going to see if there's any more fuel in those wing tanks. So if the engine starts sputtering again, it's just because I went back to the wing tank.
Okay.
Just trying to get any more fuel that's in there out.
I'm zipped up here. So.
All right, thank you. So how are you enjoying it so far?
I'm doing good.
Excellent.
Doing well.
Glad to hear it. Of everything we've done, what's been your favorite so far?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, the loop, just because I felt like I was in control. These last ones